Well, we're all due the honour, Eamon, because of what a source close to the Sussexes has described as visiting several charities close to their hearts. But I think what's perhaps more interesting is the timing of this visit. The first charity event is a place called One Young World, and Meghan is expected to deliver a keynote speech, which is happening the day the new Tory leader is announced. And then, of course, the day after, the new Tory leader will go to Her Majesty the Queen, who is expected to travel down from Balmoral to London to appoint her new Prime Minister. And then the day after that, the Queen's expected to hold a Privy Council meeting. So, constitutionally, it's a very busy time for the royal family. And then, of course, we've got this issue of Prince Harry's security. We know that he's suing the Home Office over a decision to remove his taxpayer-funded police protection in 2020. He's also suing the Home Office and the Metropolitan Police over a Home Office committee's decision to not allow him to pay for his own police protection when he's in the UK. And last month he actually won a bid to bring High Court action against the Home Office. And all of this is happening, again, at the time where we're expecting Prince Harry's new tell-all autobiography to be published. We're expecting perhaps October. One of the papers is speculating October, but certainly I would say in the autumn, which is going to ruffle a few feathers of the royal family, because if the Oprah Winfrey interview is anything to go by, where there is accusations of racism and a lack of help for Meghan's alleged mental health struggles, it's going to be controversial, to say the least.
There's been a lot of raised eyebrows about this trip, and you sort of hinted at it there with the timing. Is that fair?
Is it fair? Very good question. I think the plans would have been in place way before any kind of Tory leadership timetable would have been announced. So I think it's unfair to say that it's all a conspiracy. There were people on Twitter speculating that they decided to announce that they were planning this trip to Europe and the UK to coincide with Princess Anne's birthday, to try and upstage Princess Anne. Of course, the hardest working royal, if you go by the number of engagements she carries out every year. But I think it's perhaps unfair to say that it's purely down to trying to upstage the royal family or upstage the Tory leadership election.
So if we take it on its face value, they're coming here to visit some charities. Yep. What's on their agenda? So
they're going to be visiting the One Young World charity in Manchester. Meghan has been a counsellor for the charity since 2014. She's expected to deliver a keynote speech. They're also going to be going to Germany for the Invictus Düsseldorf 1 year to go. Of course, Prince Harry founded the Invictus Games for wounded veterans to take part in sporting events for their reconciliation. And then they're also going to be going to the Well Child Awards, which we believe will be held somewhere in the UK, which Prince Harry is patron of. So a number of charities that they are involved with.
And one of the questions that has come in from a GB News viewer and listener this morning is saying, isn't this just all about their documentary? Will they be doing filming while they're here?
I would be very surprised if the Netflix crew was not trailing them. A Netflix deal reportedly worth around £80 million to have kind of exclusive rights, up close and personal rights to everything the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been doing over the last year. Prince Harry's argument is that that is to pay for his own police protection. There's also talk of perhaps they will visit the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, or indeed Her Majesty the Queen, because they'll all be staying in Windsor at the time that week, because the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are moving out of Kensington Palace to Adelaide Cottage, which is just 800 metres from Frogmore Cottage, which is the official residence of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in the UK. So a lot of unanswered questions this morning.